Hey guys, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Well, we put our miles on old blue, or new blue here. So we have 1,000 kilometers on it, about 600 miles. Now we can take her for a tow. So this is going to be our first tow. Hooked it up again. I decided to raise the hitch another slot, so a little 2 inches higher than the previous video, just so I'd rather drag my butt than hit the truck with not having enough clearance. So we got it all hooked up there, a little green in the hitch. And here's the room. A lot of people are concerned about my turning room there. So first thing we're going to do is take it out and crank it on a 45 and get the corner of the bumper over and see how much space we have. And we'll also get it on a flat and see how nose high we're going to be. Okay, so first tow. Towed her about 3-4 miles to this big flat area to practice, and she pulled it awesome. Went up a hill and actually was able to accelerate up the hill. Gotta love it. The exhaust brake works great. So you can see I've got it cranked here about a 45. This is about the space I have between the truck and the trailer. Got about 8 inches above there, so I had raised the hitch up quite a bit, up to the middle slot, and that gave me quite a bit of extra clearance there. The reason I'm so tight in the back end is this trail air hitch that I put in is about 3 inches shorter than the traditional OEM solid pin box that was on there. When I put in the measurements to get it ordered, they figured this is the medium length and that would be proper for the vehicle. There's a longer one, but it's also much heavier, so we're just gonna have to do some tests. I may have to just, switch back to a traditional pin box. But the old blue, Big Blue 1, he was pretty tight on the back too. I couldn't really open his tailgate at a lot of campsites, so we'll have to see. You can see the way it slants down. There's lots of room for the bumper there, so I think I'm going to be okay. It'd be quite the slant to tilt it that much. I'm just going to have to test on some inclines first. As far as the back end, I do have some clearance there. Pretty sure next time when I find a good spring shop, I might go and get them to replace the springs in the back there. There's 4 springs, and they're 7 years old, so they might have lost some of their springiness. Maybe I can get maybe a heavier duty spring pack put in. Might raise it up a few inches there. Oh, what's this guy doing? Do some 4x4ing. Anyway, I'm liking it so far. Another concern people had was whether the top of this pin box might hit my rail, but there's enough clearance, you can see here, that I could be right on a 45 or a 90 and I'd be okay. I also have enough clearance between my toolbox here, which is good. So I'd like to have that there, so it just worked out perfect there. Here's the reverse view. Looking good. Looking good. Maybe I'll get Ann to do some loops here so we can see her in action. There she goes. Birdie! Okay, I got her to really crank it. And in here, measuring this distance here, I got about 8 inches at the very closest. Down here, I got about 9 inches or more at the bumper, and up here I got 8 inches right across the top, so looks like we're going to be okay. I'd like to have that much clearance so when we go off-road. So I think best bet is to get the back end raised a bit. Although it's not super nose high, it is a little bit nose high. So I got the tire pressure monitoring system, so that's nice because I can monitor the temperature of the rear wheels there and see if there's much difference between the two wheels. See how much weight is on that back axle. Cool. Okay, so just doing this test in this dip. See where we go. See how tight we get when it comes off that slope. Okay, you can start driving just straight, and if you hear me yell, stop. Well, that doesn't seem too bad. Well, there we go. Back in its slot. So backed in nice, really easy to maneuver. Got her pretty well in one shot there. So that's about it for today. We got a couple more days here in Campbell River before we start to head down island. So that'll be the real maiden voyage. We'll have about 150 miles of towing, get down to Victoria area before we plan to head south in about a week or two. Gotta like it. Till next time, Ray from loveyourrv.com. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers. Looks like the other snowbirds are massing, ready to have their flight south too.